The thing that is different about power religionists in our day is not the nature of their peculiar lust, but rather how expanded their field of lusts has become. C.S. Lewis outlined all of this in his prescient book, The Abolition of Man. In the old days, a tyrannical ruler had limited scope. He could enslave everybody and make them build him some more pyramids, but at the end of the day, he could only wield his power over a limited range of the natural world. Now that technology and science have declared nothing in nature off limits, the despots have naturally expanded how much they want to dominate. The rape of nature was going to lead, eventually, to the rape of the nature of man, and hence the title, The Abolition of Man. The domineering ways of man over nature was going to lead to an assault on the nature of man himself, which was going to result in the eradication of mankind. We are witnessing the first waves of this now. This is what the tranny movement is all about, and transhumanism is next after that. In order to frame our laws in justice, we will have to make a sectarian decision. And if there's one thing that outmaneuvered Christians are allergic to, it is sectarian decisions. If there is no creator God over nature, then there can be no such thing as natural law. This means that there can be no such thing as natural law in the law if there is no God in the law. If secular materialism is the case, then there is nothing in nature that you can appeal to. And this is why we are stranded here and in this terrible position. Our globalist rulers have staked their claim all right. They have said that they have controlling rights when it comes to the climate, the weather, the water that falls out of the sky in your land, and any ducks that land on it, your chromosomes, your descendants, your thoughts, your memes, your children's education, your gas stove, your voting, and your cis identity. For those of us who are prepared to say, no, you don't have any such right, we are going to need a book to appeal to, and a world that our book said was shaped and fashioned by the same God who inspired the book, meaning the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ. The God of Voltaire can't save us. He's dead now and never did much of anything to begin with. There is no place for compromise with the power religionists of our day. We have to go all the way back to first principles. One of the first principles we must remember is that water always flows downstream. He who says A must eventually say B. And so we cannot have natural law without nature, and we cannot have nature without nature's God. Without such a line of reasoning, the power religionists remain in the driver's seat. There's no such thing as epistemic neutrality. If you want the judge to act as though the universe is something more than a meaningless concourse of atoms, you're going to have to tell him why you think that. And before the judge makes his decision, he's going to have to come down on a side. If he comes down on one side, saying that there is a God and that we are accountable to him, then this is the first stirrings of mere Christendom. If he comes down on the side of the theological foundations of clown world, then brace yourselves for more of the same, although progressively worse.